Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing y'all how to do curly ends using perm rods. I did show this in one of my previous videos, but I had it sped up, so now I'm going to do more of a detailed video. So anytime I do curly ends with rods, I always slip knot the braids. This just helps to give me a guide and also helps so that they don't unravel. So with slip knotting, you basically are just going to take a small piece of the braiding hair. You're going to wrap it around your fingers to make a loop. Then you're going to pull that strand through the loop and just knot it. You want to pull kind of tightly to make sure it's secure. And if you need to, you can knot it again. And I slowed this part down so that y'all can see exactly what I'm doing. So now I'm going to go ahead and start to rod. I use the gray rods for all of my curly ends. It's the perfect size, not too small, not too big. For her braid, she is getting a bob. So for all of my bobs, I individually roll them one by one. So it takes a little minute, but I feel like it makes for the best curls. When I'm doing regular knotless or any other type of braids, then maybe I will double them up. I don't usually do more than 2 or 3 braids at a time because sometimes it could just be too thick and sometimes they don't fit on the rod. So I would recommend just doing 1 or 2 braids at a time. Once I get down to the end, I just apply a little bit of braiding gel to the end and continue to wrap tightly. Wrapping tightly will help so that they don't unravel before you start to dip them, and also so that they last longer throughout the wear of your client's braids. When it comes to snapping the ends of the rods, I try to be very careful just because the hair store rods break very easy. If you know, you know. So I just try to be very careful with that. Once I am done with rodding all the ends, now it is time to dip them in hot water. When doing curly ends, because there's always so many rods, I always try to separate them into 4s or as many sections as I need to make sure that they all fit inside of the picture and all get saturated with the water. And being very careful, I just go ahead and put them into the pitcher. If I feel like some of them aren't going all the way down, then I would just take them out, dry them off, and separate them in 2s just to make sure that everything is getting dipped. And then I catch them with my other hand with the towel and just try to dry them off as much as I can before placing them down on my client's shoulders, just to make sure that, you know, the steam and everything isn't going to be too hot for her. Even though I have the dipping buddy on there, I still want to be very careful and very cautious when dipping or using hot water over my client. Now once I'm done dipping all of the rods, I go through with my blow dryer on high and try to blow dry them the best that I can. They don't have to be completely dry, but you don't want them to be soaking wet. This is just the extra step that I do to make sure that they last as long as they can. Once I'm done blow drying, I just go ahead and start to take them out. This process is pretty quick. You just unsnap the band and then unravel them. Sometimes when rodding, the braiding hair can kind of overlap, which is okay because when you start to take them out, it may get a little tangle or it may get feel like you can't continue to unravel it, and that's okay. Just do your best to try to unravel it without messing up the curls. Sometimes it just happens. And then sometimes there are going to be some straggly pieces towards the end. That is just from where the braiding hair is tapered, and you can just go through and trim that off at the end. I do have a video posted already on my channel on how I do my bobs with curly ends. So if you need a more detailed tutorial on how to trim them or how to cut the ends, then you can tune into that video. I will have it linked at the top, so you could just click it and then it'll take you straight to that video. So that is pretty much all I do to get my curly ends. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. I hope this video was helpful. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Make sure y'all shop BBS Hair Care for your edge control and bonnets. I will have it linked in my description. And make sure y'all follow me on all of my social medias at sway.ken on Instagram, Pinterest, TikTok, and Facebook. And I will catch y'all in the next video.